Okay, foot and ball timing. What we call the zero step is the step that hits the floor when you dribble. Dribble and foot hit at the same time. That's a zero step. It's important because if your dribble is too early or too late, you can end up either traveling. If it was an early dribble before the step you normally would take or intended to take, you'll probably take three after the dribble and end up traveling. Or if you dribbled too late, rather, not necessarily a problem because you'll probably take only one step instead of two. So you might just not go as far or use all the advantage available to you. The pivot step is what I call the first step after you dribble. So thinking about like our one dribble pull up, we've already worked on a little bit from our stride stop. If we dribble right-handed with right foot, we go left, right into a jump shot. The left foot was the first step that hit the floor. That's our pivot foot. And I call it our pivot step. So when we're picking up a dribble, knowing our first step is the one available to pivot on, the second step would be like to stop us in a hockey stop. We could then pivot around, do our rondo finish, some of the stuff we've touched on already. The jump step, if we're doing a normal layup, is the second step after dribble. So we have 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, and then 2, I'm jumping, lifting off. And that stays the same on a Euro step. Some referees don't understand that. But if I dribble 1, 2 forward, I can also dribble 1 forward and 2 sideways. Still took the same number of steps to get a Euro step. And then the goofy foot, something that you have probably only heard referenced as the wrong foot by most of your coaches. We give it a name so we can do it on purpose. A lot of you may, especially on your weak hand side, finish off of the goofy foot kind of by accident. You kind of figured out how to make it work because you hadn't really thought about it as much as we have. But anytime you're dribbling with the same side-handed foot, you have the opportunity to take your two strides and end up jumping off of the same side foot as the hand you're finishing with. And you can't extend your body quite as far. If you think about your body as a rectangle, you're kind of using one side of it, jumping down with your leg and pushing up with your hand on the same side. So you don't get as much extension. It feels a little bit awkward or goofy. And so we call it the goofy foot. And we actually use it as a tool on purpose because it's kind of an offbeat rhythm. It can throw off a shot blocker, can get you an early finish, and can give you some opportunity to create a any hand, any foot, anytime way to score when otherwise you would not have an opportunity. So we're going to see the simple version, but this is what a standard timing looks like. Zero step hits exactly with the dribble. We have our 1, 2 step afterwards. And we can get into that from a live dribble. We can get to that from a catch. We can get to that from our stride stop catch or our jump stop catch. A lot of ways that get to the same idea. When we're going left out of a stride stop, our pivot foot was our left foot and we caught it. So our right foot needs to step over. That's what we're seeing on the left-hand drive here. And getting our 1, 2 into finish again.